Welcome to the Briefing Room. I'm your host, Chief David Malloy, Director of Public Safety for the City of Novi. And we're here at Imagine Theater for our 7th annual Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs. And I'm very proud to host our City Manager, Clay Pearson, and Cheryl Walsh, our Director of Communications. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming out tonight. This is our 7th time. It's hard to believe that 7 years have gone by that we've been able to partner with not only our youth of the community, but have our police officers and firefighters come out to help out. Cheryl, hats off to you and your team with the Youth Council on making this a great success.
You know, Chief, it's something they look forward to each and every year. We sit down in August and go through goals, priorities for the Youth Council, and Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs is always at the top of their list. It's an event they love planning, they love coordinating it through the high school, and obviously appreciate partnering with the men and women of the Novi Police and Fire Departments, so thank you.
And Clay, thanks for coming out again and supporting this event.
Thanks, Chief. From my perspective, it's just fantastic to see all of the city coming together. We've got staff from your team, obviously. As you mentioned, Cheryl's coming together, our office, and the CERT volunteers. It's a big team effort, and it can't happen but for all these people helping out.
Yeah, and I think what I'm most proud of about this whole event now, not only was it something that's part of our community policing profile and our portfolio, but it's something we can start and then turn over to another entity to take over and kind of run and manage. And that's really what these are all about. But also the fact that we've been able to kind of market this on a national level with the Alliance for Innovation, the ICMA, and
right.
that's been even better for us. So other communities can learn from that.
I know when you both talk about this event, people just, their eyes light up, and they say, we want to do this in our community. And each place will have its own special flavor, but this is the home of this kind of event. So.
Yeah, and we're very fortunate, tomorrow being Election Day, we have about 2,000 kids from the high school that we like to account for where they're at tonight, and they're all good kids, so we want to provide them with that venue here. Cheryl, I see a lot of kids from other high schools here tonight. What's the breakdown really of who we have?
The majority of the kids obviously are from Novi High School. We've got about 425 kids from Novi High School, and we have another 60 or so from Northville High School. The Youth Council itself is made up of students from Catholic Central, Mercy, Northville High School, Walled Lake Western, and Novi High School. Unfortunately, our Catholic schools, our private schools, don't have off tomorrow. So our youth council members are here volunteering, but the students from those schools aren't represented. One thing I like about this event is we have been able additionally to catapult this into other events. Our Addicted to Games, Not Drugs. This December we're going to host a new event, which you brought forward, a new partnership with Mega Fun and Fitness Gym. We're going to partner and host Addicted to Fun Flips and Flops, where kids will have a lock-in of a gymnastic type activities for 4 hours. It's just a great way for, like you said, the police, fire, our teens in our community to interact with other youth. It is an overall great experience all around.
And it's really nice too, because in a very, very small way, we're also trying to support economic development. The Mega Fun and Fitness thing that's coming up in the next couple months, that's a business that recently moved to Novi in the last couple years, and they've always been looking to partner with us on certain things. Imagine, this is absolutely unbelievable. They leverage about $25,000 in support tonight for something like this to happen. And that's a testament to the business community we have here as well.
Paul Glantz and the ownership of Imagine, the local management, you're right, and they've done this every year for 7 years, and never a question, as I understand, and they're all in. Like you said, they're here all night as well. So
no, and ironically, this year it got way past me, and I was like, I haven't called them to see what the movies are. Sunday, I got an email from Ruth going, we're expecting you guys still. I know we talked a few months ago. Here's the movie list, and Ruth Daniels and Paul Glantz, their team is just phenomenal here. And you know what's great too is we teach the kids respect. We've got kids out there with brooms and vacuums right now. They just did check-in, and immediately we were like, okay, where's the brooms, where's the vacuums? The kids are going to help clean up, and the Youth Council actually takes ownership and helps facilitate the event. They'll be cleaning up throughout the night. They'll be serving popcorn, the drinks, helping the Imagine staff, so it's a great learning experience for them
too.
My office is clean. You just told me that today.
Okay.
I think another thing, I look out there and I see about a half a dozen faces of former youth council members who've completed their undergrad, they're into their professional lives, they're still coming out and helping out. I think that's a testament to not the youth council program, but also to the quality of kids that we have here in Novi, that they're coming back out, after they've been fortunate to receive these benefits, they're now giving back to other kids, and that's just phenomenal.
Yep.
Well, and some of them, like you just mentioned, they were the ones that just got this started. They feel like it's their event still. They do have ownership of it, and they want to see it succeed year after year after year. And they're still quite heavily involved in the Novi community, which is another reason why we have the Youth Council.
Yeah.
We want those kids to be good community stewards and go on, and wherever their careers end up, we want them to be active in their communities as well.
A lot of good new information, Clay, coming out about Novi. Our library just won an award recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're clicking on all cylinders. There's, I think the economy's, if not moving up a little bit, at least stabilized. And as you mentioned, from the public service sector, the library is getting rave reviews. They won a statewide award. We got some major road work that's coming online. Novi Road reopening here very soon. Grand River, you're seeing some improvements there. We just met with 12 Oaks Mall folks, and they're optimistic. So I think bright days ahead. So
This is always this time of year where we get into this Halloween, post-Halloween, Thanksgiving season, and it's nice to see things starting to pick up again. You know, I talked to a couple realtors the other day. Housing values in Novi are up about 4.5% in the last 3 months, so all good signs, and we've been very fortunate to weather this economic storm here because of the balance of our not only our economic development plan, but also the diversity of our tax base with commercial and business. So,
yeah, a lot of great intrinsic things about Novi. I mean, we got a great location, great schools, but a lot of this stuff doesn't happen by accident. It's a testament to public safety and what you and your team have done. What Cheryl does with community relations and engagement. People feel a part of this community, and the numbers bear that out. So looking forward to what happens next.
absolutely. Looking forward to another exciting year. Well, thank you both for joining us here. Go
Thank you.
grab some popcorn, grab a soda, and catch your favorite
The
flick
movie
for the night.
starts in 5. So.
It does start in 5. So thanks for joining me, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
Welcome back to the briefing room. We continue to film here at the Imagine Theater, part of our Addicted to Movies Not Drugs. Very proud to have 2 of my colleagues from the Novi Police Department, Detective Jerry Stepien, our school resource officer from Novi High School, and Sergeant Scott Batens, our uniform commander in one of our uniform division shifts. Gentlemen, welcome to the briefing room.
Thanks, Chief.
Thanks for coming out tonight. And Jerry, this is you put a lot of work into this along with our Novi Youth Council. Tell us a little bit about how it kind of evolved this year. This is our 7th time that we've actually done this.
Yeah, it's a great event, Chief. It gives the kids a great opportunity when you don't have school tomorrow. It's a great positive thing to come out and something in the community where it brings the kids together. And not only that, but now there is a Northville student who was on the Novi Youth Council, and it's bringing Northville High School into this as well this year. So I do believe we have, I think, 55, 56 Northville High School students.
Outstanding. That's great. And Scott, thanks for coming out. And I see a lot of your men and women from your shift here tonight. That's great for them to be able to interact in the uniforms with the students here.
Yes, Chief. It's always a great privilege to get off the road and interact with the students. So.
Yeah. So Jerry, tell us a little bit how everything unfolded this year. Being the 7th year, we've had, I think, about, 450 tickets that you were able to sell.
Yep.
How does that all come to fruition at the school this year?
Well, the buzz is always there. And it seems like that first 2-3 weeks of school, you start seeing some kids coming up to and asking, is it going to happen this year? And then you reassure them, yeah, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And then those ticket sales come out during lunchroom, and the lines form, and then we ended up selling tickets right up until today. I sold
Yeah.
4 myself.
Outstanding, outstanding. And the reception from the kids seems to be there. I know they're in watching their first movie already. The check-in and everything went nice and smooth.
Yeah, nice and smooth. It's a great time. Kids look forward to it, and that's why it's such a good event. It happens every year.
You know, Scott, one of the real benefits and values of this, it's part of our community policing portfolio, is we can create these programs, and this is actually a program that was created by Sergeant Kevin Ray when he was a detective. He actually brought this forward to administration. We said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. 7 years later, I mean, we've had thousands and thousands of kids who actually go through this. So from your standpoint, what do you see the benefit of in terms of that interaction with the youth?
I think it's a great alternative to get them off the street in here. It's a very controlled environment. We have a lot of great chaperones. The police department, the fire department's all out. And just to see the kids bonding together and enjoying movies, which is something we all can relate to, it's a very good, nice change for them.
I see a lot of kids interacting with Officer Sean Penzak and his K9 Moose. Moose is running around out there with his slobbery tennis ball in his mouth, and that's just another positive interaction and a positive community program. And just like many of our youth programs that we do have, it allows us to bring the youth together with law enforcement, with fire, because we're all here to work together, and the better we can work together, the better results we're going to have in terms of low crime rates and things like that. What's happening in the school, Jerry, in terms of just finished up football season and things like that? What do we see on the horizon in the next few months?
Well, just looking at new ways to find unique ways to solve problems inside the school system. Sometimes we got to kind of think outside the box, get away from police thinking and think more as an administrator and as a teacher, as a counselor. Just try to find unique ways to solve problems in the school and keep working to find, whether it's bullying or whether it's drug interdiction, just trying to find those solutions.
Yeah. What a great program we have and partnership that we've enjoyed with the community school district. You're in your second year now, and in your term as the school resource officer, and we've had Detective Wilson, Lieutenant Hart, the successful officers that we've had in there. But really, it's that partnership with the schools that makes the whole thing just kind of gel and meld together. And this is another example of that type of partnership when they allow us to sell these tickets at the lunch hour, and working with the youth council and these young kids coming back year after year to help out, I think is phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. We do work hand in hand, and I really feel like as a police officer and as an investigator, I really feel like I learned so much from working with the administrators.
Yeah.
Again, stop thinking like a police officer and you start actually opening up your mind to different ways of looking at a problem and finding a solution. And what a great group of people that we have to work with Principal Carol Diglio, Assistant Principal Nicole Carter, Assistant Principal Charles Leclerc, and Assistant Principal Robert Baker. Those are all great colleagues, and I enjoy working with them every day.
That's outstanding. And Scott, I always like to brag, you're our hometown hero here in Novi. Went through the Novi Community School District, graduated from the high school, went to Michigan State, earned your bachelor's degree, came back, did an internship with us, joined us as a uniformed police officer. And now you're one of our sergeants, part of our leadership team, and it's great to have you out here and to be able to show you off. And you're going to be finished with your graduate degree here in a few months. So wish we had this program back when you were going to school, but
So do I. I'm very jealous of the students now. I wish I had the same opportunity when I was in high school, but I'm very fortunate to be here right now. So.
Looking back for when you were in high school, you think something like this would have been received back then as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All my friends are big movie buffs. All the kids I grew up with are movie buffs, and this would be a great alternative to doing whatever we used to do, which in general the normal citizen can't attend. You can't go see movies at the Imagine Theater in the middle of the night, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I wish I would have partaken in.
How does this kind of fold in with what the direction you try to give your men and women on the shift in terms of community policing and things like that? How does this kind of fit into that in terms of what they do? Because really, it's your men and women that are protecting us all at night when really no one really knows it's happening, because most of the people are out sleeping or in their homes, and you all and your team are out there patrolling through the night. How does this unfold in terms of your community policing philosophy?
It's direct interaction with the city's youth, which we don't always get a lot, or for more negative reasons. It's a great positive way to interact with the city's youth, and to show them what we do in our line of work, and understand what they do and what their concerns are as students. And like I said, in the middle of the night, we don't always get the opportunity, and this is just one other way we can interact with the citizens as well as the parents and teachers.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I want to thank both you guys for coming out. thank you both for, between the two of you, we got close to 25 years of policing experience here, and I'm proud to call you guys colleagues. You both do a great job each and every day. So thanks for coming out and supporting tonight and helping out. Jerry, thanks for everything you do in the school. You've slid right into that role and really have taken it to a new level. And the same with you, Scott, as a uniform sergeant. I'm very proud that we have a great group of young men and women, talented, educated, dedicated, and the city's just all for the better. So thank you both for coming out tonight.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
And if you'll stay tuned, we'll be back with another segment of the briefing room here at the Imagine Theater. So stay tuned.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to the briefing room. We're here at Imagine Theater for our 7th annual Addicted to Movies Not Drugs. And I'm very honored to have a couple colleagues joining us here. We have Director Jeff Johnson, our Director of EMS and Fire Services, and Firefighter Chris Jodwin. Thanks, gentlemen, for showing up and volunteering tonight.
Thank you.
Great group of kids we have out there again this time, and very happy. Chris, this is a kind of an event that has evolved over the years, and I think you were here for probably one of the early ones, one of the first ones as a student and a member of the Youth Council.
Absolutely.
Tell us how it feels to be back now as a volunteer, City of Novi employee, helping these kids out.
Well, Chief, it's great to see the event grow over the years and really the purpose of the event, and it's great that it's still around. Not many things happen for our kids in the community like this that go on. Imagine is a great partner. They've sponsored it for so many years, along with the City of Novi, police and fire departments, and it's real great. Like I said, 7 years later, see it still going on, and the kids here stronger as ever for such a great purpose.
Yeah, and just hats off to people like you and Scott Checkguy and Vidi. I mean, you all were dedicated young Youth Council members, but you're even coming back after you've graduated, after you've earned your degrees and things like that. You're now a paramedic, and that's awesome. But you're coming back and you're helping these kids, and I think that's what really speaks to not only this program, but just the whole philosophy of the Novi Youth Council. People coming back, returning to their roots, and giving back. So, and Director, a great opportunity for us to get the firefighters out there and have them interacting with the youth.
Absolutely, this is something that we enjoy. It's something that all the firefighters they like to come out and help with these events, and again, it's just a great event, and we're just glad to be here.
One of the major themes that came out of our strategic planning process a little over a year ago was how can we better market, how can we better interact, and let the people know what it is that the men and women of the Novi Fire Department actually do. And this is just one more way in which we are able to do that. Can you speak about some of the other programs that we're working on right now in the community and how that's all evolving in terms of the marketing of the department, but as well as the community initiatives that we're really starting to take hold?
Well, of course, it's fall, and there's a lot of events coming up here with not only our Goodfellows, which is a very active organization within the fire department, and we're also within the city. We're doing the Adopt a Family again this year. These are the kind of programs that we like to sponsor and help out. Within the fire department itself, though, we also have our normal day-to-day projects that we do, including the smoke detectors, installing those and checking those in your house, and home inspections, and the fall prevention for our elderly adults, and just a wealth of different types of programs. that we offer.
Yeah, and I know recently with this past weekend we were able to roll the clocks back an hour. That was another reminder for us to educate community members, businesses, residents alike, change those batteries and those smoke detectors. So many times when the firefighters and the investigators are doing the wrap up on some of our residential fires, virtually 90% of the time we're finding that these homes still do not have working smoke detectors, and that's so important.
It's such an important thing for them to continue to be vigilant about that and make sure that they check and make sure that their families are safe.
Yeah. And Chris, you're now a part of a program. You've received training as a certified child safety seat installer for the department, so that's a great opportunity for you.
Absolutely. Part of the city's goal is to be partners with the community, the police and the fire department, and that's another service we can offer to our citizens. Just any way we can make them safer, whether it be safer in their homes with the smoke detectors or safer while they're out driving in the motor vehicles.
And I think this year, we're at about 165 child safety seat installations that our cadre of paid-on-call firefighters and full-time firefighters have conducted, and I really think we're gonna surpass that 200 mark this year, so that will be outstanding. Each and every year, I want to say we started out doing like 40 or 50. We're up to 120. Right now we're around 165, and I know we're going to crack that 200 mark by the end of the year. So, and that's just another way for us to have a positive interaction with community members. We're on a statewide website where people can come here from all throughout the state of Michigan, and we'll help them and take that 20 minutes or a half hour. And that's just another positive interaction to have.
Absolutely.
So, I see we have a few of our other colleagues out here tonight volunteering their time, which is always good to see.
Yes, within the fire department, we have our fire marshals here. A couple of our other staff members have shown up. Dan Schultz and Rick Schultz, also lieutenant out of Station 3, and they just very supportive of these programs.
You know, guys and gals just like Chris, who they got to go to work tomorrow. They're going to be hanging out here for a few hours tonight, giving back to their community, and I think that's just another thing that speaks to the testament and quality of the people that we have here in Novi. And really, not only our city staff, but just what makes us a great community overall. So thank you, gentlemen, for coming out tonight. Thanks for appearing. And if you'll stay tuned, we'll be back with another segment of the Briefing Room live here from Imagine Theater in Novi.
When life's this hard, graduating can be even harder. But you can help Jose and the students in your community make it through by visiting boostup.org.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Welcome back to the Imagine Theater. We are here for our 7th annual Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs, and I'm very honored to have two very special guests, Angela Wong and Katie Song. Thank you both for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
And now tell me a little bit about what your role is here tonight.
Well, we're the co-chairs for Addicted to Movies, Not Drugs, which is an event that Novi Youth Council runs every year. And it's just to promote, drug awareness and to encourage kids to become active in their, in becoming addicted to things that are more healthy, like movies and such, rather than bad choices like drugs.
Just a great opportunity for anything, whatever, besides drugs.
Right. Right.
And Angela, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a senior right now at Novi High School, and I'm applying to a few schools this Michigan, mostly in state. There's MSU in Michigan. So we're both looking forward to hearing back from colleges in December.
Yeah. How long have you both been involved in the Youth Council?
Well, this is my first year, but she's been doing it a little while longer. Yeah, I joined beginning of my junior year, and since it's a 2-year term, so I'm here for junior year and senior year.
Okay. And other kids, other friends, other maybe Novi students that might be watching this, what would you give them in terms of advice for getting involved?
Well, basically, we just think, it's really important no matter wherever you go. to get involved in the community, make healthy choices, and because, you know, it's really important to give back, no matter, you know, how you do it, where you go.
I would say start early, definitely. I know freshman year I was a little more timid and meek, and I was like, oh, you know, I can't really make a difference. But it's, even as a freshman, you might think, oh, I don't have that much, you know, power. But no, it's true. When you're freshman year, that's when you should start, because if you start freshman year, then by senior year you'll be, you know, co-chairs perhaps for Addicted Movies yourself, and it's a great opportunity and it's so much fun.
Yeah, and you guys did a great job. Ticket sales tonight, we did real well. And I understand
you.
we have about 50 or 60 kids also from Northville High School, so
Right.
that's outstanding that we're able to bring everyone together. And this really is part of our community policing philosophy. This was a program that was created by one of our officers about 7 years ago, and shortly thereafter the Novi Youth Council kind of came in and took it over, really, and you guys have all made it the success that it is today. So we're very, very proud of you for doing that as well.
Thank you.
We're honored to be here.
Yeah, well, and really, when we first started this out, we didn't have the youth council available to us at that time, and so everything that you all are doing and have done was all done by police officers and men and women of the Novi Police Department. So now we're able to bring those folks back in as volunteers, but yet just help support you in your role here. So that's a great opportunity. And I see you got a ton of friends. How many kids did we have from the high school, you think, tonight?
300,
300,
400.
300 or 400? Okay,
It's a great
outstanding.
turnout.
That's a great turnout. And really to think about what the Imagine Theater gives back, this is really, when we look at the total, what they are donating, this is like a $25,000 night that they're donating to us in terms of all the movies that are free, the popcorn. You all went out and did a real good job of getting food donations from restaurants and things like that. So that's a great opportunity for you all to not only engage our business members, but just kind of get yourself out there in the community.
Right.
So what other events are you involved in, Katie, in terms of the high school?
I'm involved in several clubs this year, so like Interact and National Honor Society and DECA, so I'm getting more busy senior years and trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here, but yeah.
Where do you want to go to school at?
I'm applying to similar colleges as Angela because
Okay.
they're both planning on going into business, so
Okay.
you know, U of M, UPenn, things like that. So.
Okay, what are you guys thinking, like international business or?
Yeah, I definitely want to go into international business.
Okay.
What fascinates me is sort of helping like American businesses perhaps like enter new markets overseas, so maybe
Okay.
China or Japan, you know, those like emerging markets.
Awesome. Well, that's great. What have you guys learned in terms of your leadership roles here? Because not only are you youth council members, but you're also co-chairs of this event. So you got to kind of give direction from time to time to some of your fellow youth council members. How's that been going over?
It's definitely more of like a learning experience
Yeah.
because you have to learn. I'm sort of a self-control freak. I'm very type A, so it's kind of hard for me sometimes, you know, delegate things that I think, oh, you know, I can do this. Why should I give other people like something I can do easily?
Right.
But I'm definitely learning, you know, sometimes it is better because you can't handle too much at once. Otherwise, you're overwhelmed and you're stressed.
Yeah.
Right. It's also definitely like a learning opportunity is taking charge and, you know, getting things done. Because a lot of times when you're just the team player on the sideline, you know, you do what you're supposed to do. But when you're actually in a leadership role, you realize, you know, everything that is encompassed in what you're doing and everything that's a part of it and how much you really have to take responsibility of. So.
Well, I have every confidence you two are going to be very successful.
Thank
you
you.
both already have, just in my short interaction with you here tonight, you obviously know quite a bit about leadership. You in terms of delegating and having people get things done, and Katie, you understanding the components of, you know, how it is important just to get things done. So, I mean, that's a testament to both of you, and I wish you both the very best. I want to thank you on behalf of the Novi Police and Fire Departments for your commitment and your dedication. Again, just like everyone who's out here volunteering behind us tonight, we are so proud to have both of you involved not only in the Novi Youth Council, but also as young members of our community. So my hat's off to both of you.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Yeah,
really.
thanks so much.
Thank you both. And to you, the viewing audience, thank you for tuning in to this edition of The Briefing Room. We appreciate your support and continue to watch Novi Television.